Hi there, this is a cover I've been working on of the song Goriella by the group Goriella. Goriella was a duo of which DJ Tiesto was a part of in the late 90s. They only made 2 songs, and both of them were big hits, kind of classic uplifting trance melodies. So that's the main riff I've programmed here in piano roll. Took me a while to get the rhythm right. I'll show you that. You can freeze it if you want to try and copy this. I still probably don't have it quite perfect, but that's all the time I'm going to invest in somebody else's music. Let me show you what it sounds like dry, just one of these 2 synths. I have the synths doubled because I couldn't get a thick enough sound with the Garageband instruments. But that's the dry sound. Add some compression. Add the automated auto filter. And the reverb. And then I have an EQ, which is just adding a little bit of top end to it. And then I have the same thing double down here. Both of them are just analog basic synths. You can probably find pretty similar settings fairly easily. Then I've also got a bass and a snare. Now the thing that really makes this track come to life though, and this is by no means a perfect version, and I'm not terribly proud of it, but it's the best I could do in GarageBand this afternoon. But the thing that makes it work is automation, and that's what I wanted to talk about today. Automation is basically the changing of parameters over time, programming of parameters over time. In this case, the cutoff. Cutoff is when you adjust the it's when you cut off the high or the low frequencies. In this case, the high frequencies. It's what's giving that kind of opening up sound that you hear here. If you look at a equalizer, you can actually see the frequencies being rolled off on one side. I've done that cutoff using a low-pass filter, and then on the other one I'm using an auto filter. And then I've just automated the cutoff. To access cutoff, or to access automation, you click this little arrow here to open up this window here, and then over here you can pick what you want to automate through Add Automation. In this case I'm doing the automatic filter and then automating the frequency. And as I go up, you get that opening sound. As I go down, you get that closing sound. If I turn off the automation, it doesn't have quite the same moving feel as it does when those are on. Now on the bass, in order to give it kind of a moving feel, in Logic you can't do side chaining, which is what a real producer would be using. I won't explain what side chaining is in this tutorial, but basically it adds kind of a ducking sound. It's as if the volume is being turned down when the bass drum kicks in and then turned up immediately after. And in order to get a similar sound, what I've done is used a tremolo, and in Logic you can, or in GarageBand, you can set the tremolo speed to sync with the beat. In this case I have it at a quarter note sync, so it's kicking in at the same beat as the bass drum. and then the intensity is high. Now if I turn off the tremolo, you'll hear the difference. It just has a straightforward sound. Now back to the tremolo on. And when I turn on the bass drum, you can hear how that kind of enhances things. Then I've also added a side chain on the cymbal. I think the sidechain cymbal also adds a little bit of life to it. Again, there's a lot of effects and a lot of production that you could do if you had a full production suite, but Garageband's limited. But I would say it's still a great way to start out. It's how I started out, and the nice thing is that if you are planning on using Logic or even Ableton Live, there's a lot you can learn in Garageband that will carry directly over. So there's the whole version one more time. Hope you enjoyed this. Feel free to leave some comments, and thanks for watching.